Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Bloom and Grow Show. I hope you are having a wonderful day. And today's episode, we are going to be chatting about marketing magic. And if you've been with me for any amount of time, you know I love marketing. I'm super passionate about it. I love the creativity piece. I love the strategy piece. I love the data piece. I love all the components. And hopefully, my enthusiasm for this topic is infectious with you and gets you excited because I find so often those who are marketing retreats, live events, workshops, or even if you aren't one of those people and you have programs, products, and services, which if you're a business owner and you're listening to this podcast, this is for you. Sometimes marketing can feel like so overwhelming. It can feel like there's so many different things, so many different possibilities, so many different roads and paths that you can take to really get your product or service or retreat in front of the right people, that there's so many options. You get decision fatigue and you're like, you know what? I can't make the right decision. And so I'm just not going to make a decision at all. Right? Have you felt that way? I, even as a longtime marketing strategist, can feel that way and can feel overwhelmed and just want to go hide in a cave and, hope that the right people find my things. Right? You've probably felt that way as well. Well, I want to make it easier today. And really, this comes off the heels of the Mastering Retreats workshop series that I have been hosting here over the last couple of weeks. I had a whole powerful, almost, I think I want to say 45 minutes long. Not an hour, about 45 minutes long workshop. That was so good and just really resonated with everyone who attended. So if you haven't been on that workshop series, definitely go check it out. It's amberhousley.com/retreat workshop. Gets access to all the replays for all of the whole series that's filled with so many strategies and tips. Well, this most recent workshop was on marketing and how to fill the spots for your retreat. And I want to go and pull out a couple of those fun tactics and strategies that I feel like if you're going to do any of these, start with these three. Now, I shared 12. So if you like these three, or if you're curious about the next ones, you definitely are going to want to go and check out the full workshop series. And also over here in the show notes, we're going to link up to a blog post that has a kind of a high level overview of all 12 tactics. So you can kind of check them out. And again, if it, gets your curiosity going, you can go and check out the full workshop series where I give lots more in-depth examples and tools and all kinds of things that I've used and what I've experienced after hosting retreats for many, many years, like over 14 years in my own brand and doing live events for over 2 decades. So let's go ahead and start at the beginning. As you know, hosting a retreat can be a fantastic new opportunity for you in your business, and really about adding a new revenue stream in your business, about connecting with your clients and customers on a whole deeper level than you ever thought possible. It also provides so many ideas for you on the next step of where you can help your customers on their journey, just being with them in person. You'll get exposed to all of that. And there's just so many more benefits. So just knowing that it's super important. So obviously the success of your retreat also is going to depend on your ability to market it effectively and attracting the right participants. And so let's talk about the top 3 innovative marketing techniques and strategies to help ensure that your retreat is going to get fully booked. So I'm going to start with one of my favorites, and that is creating a digital magazine. So if you've ever gone to amberhousley.com/inspired retreat, you can actually see there's a button on that page that has the opportunity or invitation to go and download our digital magazine for Inspired Retreat. So definitely go and check that out just for visual inspiration, kind of content inspiration. Please don't copy it. Can I just say that right now? Please don't copy it word for word or take my pictures or anything like that. But you're a good, nice human being, so you're not going to do that. But I want you to go there so you can get inspired, okay? And see how you can pack this magazine with some content related to your retreat theme and utilize it as a lead magnet. So when a person lands on your site, you can have, download this magazine, learn more, go in more depth than anything that's covered here, and, learn how this retreat has impacted or transformed people. Now, if you don't already have a retreat under your belt to have those stories, you can also share stories of client transformations that you've done in your work and in your business. Okay. So don't feel like you can't utilize this if you haven't done your first retreat. But I love this magazine because one, everyone loves some visual eye candy. You can also use a great software like Canva to go and download some magazine templates to go and insert some photos maybe you have or of the destination, other free stock imagery that you can find online. One side note, don't just go over to Google Images, like and search for images and then utilize that because that's copyright infringement. You're going to want to find like free stock libraries. And if you have a pro account in Canva, you actually can get access to free stock photos that are royalty free. So you don't have to pay anything and you're following all the legal requirements of using those images to market and sell something. So that's one thing. The pro account is what I use in Canva. It's $12 a month and it's so worth it. But in this magazine, you can include articles, you can have interviews with past attendees or clients, sneak peeks of the retreat experience, like the agenda, what the packing list is, who it's for, frequently asked questions. So if you haven't already figured out, a lot of the things that I'm talking about are things that would actually be on your retreat sales page. So you're just reformatting it in a way and making it more visually appealing. And instead of just assuming that they read everything on your sales page, we're going to go and reformat it, repackage it in a different way. And I think that this visually appealing format is really great because it's just going to showcase your retreat very comprehensive and in a more engaging way. So I love it. I even have like my own little ad at the very end that actually goes and invites them to the sales page so then they can go ahead and reserve their spot. So there's a lot you can do with those. And the best part too is in order for them to download it, you're going to go and have it be a lead magnet or a free download PDF that you deliver through your email software or tool provider. So you're getting them on your email list. So then you can do this next tactic that I feel like everyone should have, and that is an evergreen email sequence. And if you're not familiar with this marketing term, evergreen means creating some sort of piece of content that is available at any time. Like you can use it no matter the season or the time. Now, on our email sequences, there is a small section in that email that would have us updating the dates, right, each year. But a lot of the emails that are within our evergreen email sequence is emails we wrote years ago, and they're still relevant. They still are unpacking. They build upon each other in a strategic way. And it's really all about nurturing the lead, the person who downloaded that magazine, and getting them to start feeling excitement for the retreat. And so this is where you can share more things that are from the sales page, repackaged, other valuable insights, success stories from clients or past attendees, reminders about any kind of registration deadlines, just so much that you can do there. But really, this is all about having a consistent communication stream that really keeps your retreat on your audience's radar and builds anticipation. So this is an evergreen email sequence that you could employ before even the dates are available and released for your retreat. This could also be after the dates have already been announced and registration is open. But just having a series of emails. And I want to say our sequence is about 6 to 8 emails long. And like I said, it's very easy for each time we start a new year or start a new season of retreats for us to just go in there, give them a quick look and, give them some refresh on maybe imagery, on dates. But for the most part, they're written and done. And I'm all about working smarter, not harder. And any times I can repurpose things, I'm going to do it. All right, I hope you enjoyed that tactic. Let's go ahead and talk about this final tactic for this mini episode here. Another one of my favorites are hosting an info session or webinar. And why is this important? Well, when you host an info session or live webinar, this is just a great way to just showcase the value of your retreat from you firsthand and answer any potential attendees' questions. So you really don't have to kind of start getting nervous or thinking about, oh gosh, a webinar, like what's the strategy? What do all need the slides need to say? Like all these things. Don't get caught up in that and thinking that this is something that's really difficult. If you're very passionate and excited about your retreat, that enthusiasm is going to come through, and enthusiasm and that kind of energy absolutely sells. And also with this is you can repackage a lot of what is on the sales page. Yeah, believe it or not, here we go again. But really, it's just making yourself available in a live setting to walk through everything that we've already talked about, like kind of how I positioned the digital download magazine. The info session webinar is the same way. Like you're just really laying everything out in a live way and in a live setting. And so in this webinar, you could talk through the retreat agenda. You can highlight any key activities, address any common concerns that might be happening. And really, it's just allowing for an interactive format that gives you that real-time engagement and helps build more trust with your audience, because sometimes that they just need that one extra step of something, being in a live setting, of asking you a question face to face to make sure that their investment and their money isn't going to be taken from them, right? And they're not going to get that return of the experience, because everyone, is usually, when retreats are a little bit more high ticket, like this isn't a $29 product or a $49. This could be several $100s or several $1,000s. And so they just want to make sure everything is good. Well, great. I hope you enjoyed these 3 little previews here into some of the marketing magic that you can employ for your retreat marketing. Just as like a final note that I want to say as we kind of wrap up this mini episode is that like taking action on this is the most important step. And so I wish someone had told me long ago, like to not overthink things and not to always like try to come out being perfect the first time. Like done is better than perfect. And so if you love that magazine idea, if you love that evergreen email sequence, if you love the info session idea, just get started. Like just get it done, because you can always make things better down the road, but you're going to be so much farther ahead than other retreat hosts or other people in your industry or competition. If you just get started and get something out there. Like that's like the biggest thing that I find that can really hinder people, is that they just overthink it, can't get it right, and then so they just don't do anything at all. And I do not want that. I want you to fill your retreat spots. I know you have a transformative experience that you want to, give your attendees. And so you need to get started. You need to take the leap and really have your retreat come to life. And I'm so excited that I get to be with you along that journey and that you're listening to this episode. So as I said, if you want to dive into the Mastering Retreats Workshop series, go check that out. Check out the show notes for some other links that I have to help you on your retreat planning journey. And I look forward to having you come back and listen to the next episode on the show. So wherever you are today, I hope you bloom and grow exactly where you're planted, and take care, friends.